Brilliant. Okay, so yes, we are moving on to Gully Wash for our second map in this best of three. Sweden v France in the ETF2L Nations Cup quarterfinals. We've just had a few. We had a few thoughts about Gully Wash. Some snipers coming out, maybe Ali predicted. Flippy as well, renowned for his sniper plays, but we didn't really too much of that on Badlands.
They want to be careful. The Swedes, they might lure Flippy out of his cave, who I think is one of the best snipers in the world. Definitely when he's on his day, there is Zebasai at his best. Could definitely not stop Flippy at his best.
Flippy has some incredible clips in a lot of frag movies from his times on Sniper, and really that's what matters. Airshots and frag movies, that's what matters.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some more airshots here. Because the ladies love airshots. Am I right?
They do. Let's get your predictions for this map then. And I'll give mine this map as well, so that I can't just hop in the middle of the game and look like an oracle.
An oracle. Yeah. Well, you are known as the Oracle of TF2 in some circles, so
the golden boy of TF2.
Well, living up to that reputation. Yeah. Well, last time I said the Swedes were going to win, and that was on the Swedes map, and the Frenchies won. So I'm going to go with again the logical suggestion to say that the Frenchies will win. Very past experience would suggest that the Swedes will actually win, but I got to give you someone to support. You're going to go for the Swedes, right?
I'm going to go with the underdog. The Swedes have got to take this. It's got to be a best of three, you know? The fans need it. They need it after those 2 5-0 games on Logjam. They've been robbed. So, yeah, we desire a best of three here. The French are going to throw it, even if they are looking like they're going to win. But I don't know how recently you've played against the French, but they used to have a really sweet tactic where they would run heavy sniper and crits. It was pretty ridiculous, and it was a bit of a cheese strat, but it worked out quite well because they had practiced it quite a lot, and it was a lot of fun to spectate. So I wonder if we're going to be seeing some similar stuff like that on show today. Obviously, Flippy, a big sniper. Boole, not afraid to run the crits Krieg. We saw that a few times in the last game.
Yeah, this French team, quite different to other French teams I've seen in the past. Flippy, you say, was one of the consistent factors. Previously, you've seen sort of like K3 and that, like Captain Hacks and that old like Punchline team that was around for a couple of seasons. They kind of dominated the French national team. But now we've got a massive amount of diversification. Maybe not the best French team you could see just through personal players, through like individual talent, but this team has been playing together, you said, quite a bit. So that can speak volumes, and a team of individuals put together might not be half as good as the team who's been playing together for a lot. And I've just seen a big airshoot come out from Onkaya and warm up, and that is gonna give the Swedes motivation.
Yeah, Onkaya is gonna be buzzing about that in Mumble. I'm sure he was asking everybody if they saw that. It's about the only time he ever hits airshots though, so that's okay.
Everyone who wants to make him feel better, PM him quickly and tell him that you saw his airshot.
That was 90 seconds ago, but I'm sure he still remembers his one airshot.
Still buzzing. Unless he's hit another one since, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm not sure why we're waiting at the moment. Maybe teams having a little bit of a discussion about what they're going to do. The Swedes in particular, I think on another day, the Swedes could easily take this. That's to say that this isn't a completely decided affair. Any of the team could come out of this on top. We wouldn't have been surprised if the Swedes took that first map, as you might have imagined from my guesses or whatever. But it does look like we've gone live, Sideshow.
We have, yes, and so we're going to this first middle. Exxon's taking a choke roll out, Rib as well, and they're both going to be trying to put damage on the opposing big door. Both of the French scouts taking a little bit of damage, but Zebasai goes down immediately as he tries to get aggressive onto Exxon, and that's going to give the French such an advantage if they don't have that DM heavy scout to worry about. But Walter's now dodging around on the point, pressuring back some of the players, but Rib and Knudsen are getting chased out here by Nico, and he's going to be able to get the frags. As long as Knudsen doesn't finish him off. Knudsen's giving him a good run for his money. He doesn't allow Dagon to pick up the frag there though, and hits his kill bind.
Yeah, already moving on to second as well, so quickly here. They're going to have that Uber as well, and the Swedes really need to put up a good defense here if they want to stop the Frenchies gaining momentum as they did in that last map, because although the first round was long, once the Frenchies got one, they just seemed to get maps with considerable amount of ease. The Uber's going to come in from that top left area. The Pyro is going to be there to do some denial initially, but he's not going to get a lot done. And now the Heavy is going to come in through main. They've got that scout position on point. They finally jump around to get him, but that point is quite close to being capped at the moment. And the Heavy's just walking forward. Notice tries to get an Uber onto him. They finally get him down Kaya, but it's just Zebasai now left against 3 players who are admittedly all weak, but the demo man of Exxon is going to come up from water and cap the point out, and it's going to be 1-0 in 1.5 minutes. This is going to hopefully this won't be a quick game.
I don't think it'll be a quick game, but that was a quick round. That was really nice on mid from Exxon to be able to pick up Zebasai instantly. So I'm going to be watching him on this mid to see what he can do. He's putting a lot of damage down on the soldiers, and now he's spamming pipes over, getting ready with the heals from Bull to move across the point. T-Max underneath getting ready to jump at the same time, but him and Nico incredibly weak, and they are going to get taken down. Nico back
Zebasai coming in from the flank here. He's on to Bull. He's hit 1 shot, hit 2. He can't finish him off. He's wasted his whole clip now. Is he going to pistol him down? He gets getting down for the pistol. He's on Exxon 2 now. Exxon's going to clean him up, and Exxon might actually come back in here. He's got 2 scouts. They need to try and get the frag back onto Nuts, and Water's just doing such a good defending at the moment as Exxon comes in. Doesn't manage to get enough Nuts, who's down to 60 HP. Gets the small med pack back up to 100. More this goes on, the bad worse it is for the French as Walters just runs across the point and cleans up the scouts. And is there someone behind there? Certainly laying up stickies.
Exxon just hanging around in Valley for way too long there, and he's given himself such a late spawn, so they're not going to be able to do anything on second here, even when they get their scout spawns in 2 seconds. And Knudsen has got the Uber. T-Max going to come in to try and bomb it, but Knudsen knew that it was coming and doesn't even come round the choke point. Even so, T-Max manages to land a nice rocket. So he definitely could have done something had it not been anticipated so well. And the Swedes now in the driving seat. They're coming in, they're going to be facing Flippy on Engineer and Nico on Heavy. The sentry just getting upgraded though as the Uber comes in, and that's going to put them in a bad position. Rib flying in, taking down the sentry, and now putting a lot of damage onto Nico. But T-Mac and Flippy taking the rockets for him, and that's spread out the damage across a large range of people. Bull now on 90% Uber. They are in water. They're getting ready to Uber onto the point, but they're still on 95%. They're not going to be able to get it 97.
Yeah, Zebasai is coming up with the shots at the end. They got 2 frags in quick succession and got the final frag as well. But we're going to see the it's going to be 1-1 the first time this game has been drawn actually since the 0-0 at the start of the game, and 0-0 on balance.
We have a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a pivotal moment, one might say. Maybe a bit too early for that. But coming on to this next middle, we're going to see some early aggression coming out from both teams. Flippy on Sniper this time, didn't spot that, but he's going to take down Rib so early. Massive advantages for the Frenchies. They're going to lose a couple of frags, but they're going to get a couple more back a second later. And it's 3 for 3 now, if I'm right. Both teams with a medic still alive, but 3 for 2 now. So that's going to be enough to send the Swedes packing. And they're quite far back at the moment. They're definitely not going to want to lose their medic. And they're going to be able to hold second, surely.
And Knudsen and Onkaya just sat there in the lower lobby at the moment. They might transition to top as soon as the French come in, but it looks like they just want to defend from the low ground at the moment. They have, the French have a sniper of Flippy who's going to be coming from big door at the moment to try and lock down. He hits a headshot onto Larsa, and then Dagan protecting him gets the frag onto Zebasai. And the Ubers have been popped at the same time, but the flank of Sweden has been decimated, and the combo haven't adjusted themselves for this. They're stuck out and they're going to get sandwiched here, but they have managed to engineer a pick onto Bull and Exxon, so the combo Sweden doing really well, but now the flank comes in from France, and they've crushed Sweden.
Yeah, nice play from Kaya there to pick off Bull just at the end there, so they didn't have a clean sweep onto last. There's 10 seconds left on the board for both Mutzen and Rip, and the Frenchies could push up onto last here, but they don't really have the health to, I don't think. It would be quite ballsy play to do so as well. So it looks like we might just have an Uber versus Uber fight coming out, both makes spawning at pretty much the exact same time. The X1 going forward for a pick and actually managed to pull it off. I thought Larsa had escaped there, but he's not going to have managed it. They've got a Pyro as well, worse Walters. I'm not sure why exactly. They shouldn't come down to an Uber disadvantage for them, which is typically when you have a Pyro for. Would you not agree, Sideshow?
Yeah, but on this list, I think a Pyro is quite viable just as a defensive class anyway. If you've got your Uber v Uber, it's quite easy to deny everybody using that Pyro. And they've also got the sniper for an entry pick. Oh, they did have a sniper, they don't. Oh yeah, they still do, but he's sat on the top left now.
The soldier bomb comes in. going to get completely destroyed in the air though, and Dagon's going to go down, but Flippy's there. It was just a distraction, and he's going to take down Kaya. Lars is going to jump after him though, and Lars is still fighting. He goes down to Nico. Zebasai can't pick him out with his sniper rifle going to counter Flippy, but the Uber has actually come in there. How close is Nuts into his Uber? He's just got it too, and they should be able to catch Bull out here, but they've got no one up top. Bull might be able to run to lobby, but will there be someone waiting for him? He's run into 4 players now, just waiting there. They've got to be careful of the back cap there. They're leaving no one on last at the moment. Kaya's just about spawned, but this should be the Frenchies to push out onto second now.
Nico is hiding on last. He's in the water at the moment, and he's waiting for that back cap. Now he comes as soon as he realizes that someone's capping second.
And there's no one there.
Nobody on last, so that's Nico securing the round for his team.
By the
Sneaky play.
Yeah, I mean, they had a couple of people at one point looking around, but no one just went into water at all. Yeah, they'll probably sort it out and mumble now, but it's surprising that a team who like have a couple of players that realise that there might be a back cap to then just suddenly leave. Yeah, unlucky for the Swedes. They don't want to lose rounds in that fashion. But coming on to this next middle, going to see the Frenchies who take the initiative on the point, and the Swedes playing from the floor and not a lot more. They're going to trade frags though so far. The Demo Man actually is a much better frag for the Swedes. They're going to pick up a couple more, but they're forced all the way back in this big door. Now going to have to try and force their way out here. But the numbers have actually equalised, and the Frenchies are quite split up at the moment. Surely Zebasai comes up and runs straight into T-Mac. He's so close there to the medic. Is that Kaya or Lars?
That's Lars.
He's going to get on point now. He's going to go down. Try to do a bit too much. I think they just decided to have Knutson leave and then see if they could get the medic advantage. So we're going to see a fight on second as opposed to just a recontesting the middle.
Yeah, the flank of Sweden at the mid-fight realised that Flippy was playing a sniper, managed to get really aggressive onto him and picked him, but unfortunately that left the combo in a really bad position. As the Uber has been dropped, both of the Ubers popped. Bull on incredibly weak HP here. He's not going to be able to stay in the afterfight for very long. And now Walters and Lass are coming in, trying to take down T-Mac as he dodges around on the top. He gets some nice rockets out there and he picks Knutson, so that's the heals down for Sweden. And Walters and Alkaya are on really low health. And the French have got some spawns that are going to be able to come in, and they've got the heals from Bull as well. I think they're going to try and recontest the second point with the heal advantage, and they'll probably end up taking it 4v4 at the moment. But Zebasai's respawned on Sniper.
Yeah, it looks like the Swedes are actually just going to let them take it now. Question is, will Zebasai have enough time to get up top to defend? He's just about arriving there now with his medic, but there's already soldiers up on the point spamming them down. Rib going down in lobby to Exxon is not going to be helpful at all. Rib or Exxon, sorry, already moving forward, going to try and get some stickies behind them on the Riverside. They're really into watch where they're walking, and Knutson just walks into the stickies. Dagan picks up last with the additional pressure from Riverside, and Nico's already on last point, capping it out. Dagan is going to follow up, taking it on Kaya, and that's going to be 3-1 in favour of the Frenchies.
Getting a bit of momentum there and just really driving it home. That was nice. They managed to engineer a nice med pick there on second. Let's see if the mid fight goes a similar way. They're not running a sniper to mid this time. Flippy choosing the scout class, and Rib actually choosing a really aggressive right hand side rollout, and he's locked Exxon into choke. Lars is there to support him, and Onkaya and Knutson are as well. Zebasai slightly
the bomb from behind from T-Mac though completely destroys the combo. There's enough for distraction, but Flippy can get him too. This is going to go from a massively advantageous position for the Swedes. They're just getting completely destroyed, wiped. They only lose Nico. That was so unlucky. They couldn't see the French's team, and T-Mac got the flanking from under, and they completely just wrecked them.
Yeah, they got destroyed there. They were caught between the bombing players of T-Mac and Dagan, and then Exxon, who they'd locked into choke. But they've pushed this all the way onto last, and now they've used their Uber charge. T-Mac and Exxon being Ubered onto last. The only threat that they've picked up is Walters, and everyone else from Sweden hiding inside the spawn. Apart from Zebasai, who actually gets taken down as he was trying to recontest second, I think.
Yeah, and they've got they're stuck in at the moment. This is a bad position here for the Swedes. They've got a medic on point. He's surely going to get taken down. Kaya taking him down. Just the scout and Flippy. There was no one there to protect Knutson. They've got 2 soldiers on point there as the scout spawns. Who is that going to try and chase the fight? But either way, he's lost it. As Walters goes for a 1v1 with Flippy and gets destroyed. Flippy still in, takes down Kaya. The soldiers spawning now in for the Frenchies, but Zebasai is well enough to take down Deegan that he's going to be able to hold last in time for the spawners. Really messy last hold there, but credit to the Swedes for surviving out the Uber.
Yeah, it was really overextending by the French. They were pushing that with far too much aggression without capping second, and they had none of the scouts there. But even so, their DM managed to pick up quite a few frags, and some of the Swedish players went down. I thought it was looking risky there for the Swedes at one point, but they managed to hold on. Flippy and Zebasai having a little 1v1 in the lower section. Zebasai wins that one. And now he's fighting against Nico. Is he going to be able to pick him up as well? Oh, Nico on incredibly low health. 1 HP is that? No, 3 HP. Oh, really good play by Zebasai to get them so weak. He doesn't manage to get the kill though. And that's going to put them in a 5v5 situation. Oh, but Larsa comes in on Riverside and picks Exxon when the rest of the French team aren't ready to support him. Dagan and T-Mac just sitting there like lemons, unable to defend their Demoman. Larsa as well, hiding for a pick in upper lobby as T-Mac is on the heavy weapons guy.
Despite having Exxon down, I think they might be looking to push here anyway.
Back up at the moment. Coming in from Dagan. Dagan came through water and came
the Swedes have pushed out though. Look, their combos in lower lobby is Knutson is just completely alone, running back to Larsa. That Uber just about manages to Uber Walter so he can stay alive. And now they're going to be fighting the heavy. And will they chase for kills? There could be someone under. They really don't know at the moment, the Swedes. They can't afford to push out and get back up like they did a round ago.
There is someone under, but unfortunately it's Boole and he's been caught by Walters and does go down without getting anything done. But Exxon's come in using that as a slight distraction, but he just gets focused down as well. Hasn't been able to do anything, and now the French with no heals, no Demoman, and no pocket. It was off pressing on heavy. Flippy respawns the sniper and he hits the headshot onto the scout of Walters, and now he's going to be able to pressure them again from big door.
The soldier jumps in onto the medic, but Knutson's going to survive, and they're just going to keep pushing on to middle, I think. Where is Larsa? The Larsa's so far forward on choke. He's going to take on the X on there. Completely ran through his trap there. Must have done so. As the sniper from Flippy is going to be in choke, but he's going to get chased down. Ripstick is going to take him down with the aggression of the Zebasai.
Larsa's French from big door.
Bleeding players.
I thought Larsa was going to get something done there, but he doesn't. The Swedish had such an advantage that they really didn't need Larsa to sacrifice his life there, but he saw an opportunity with an open big door and quick hit.
The soldier bomb in
now to try and equalize the advantage.
Oh, Knutson did not need to force there.
Knutson, why?
Oh, that was... There was no one else there fighting.
Don't take the super in. Don't take the super in. Oh, goodness me. I thought they were going to take that Uber through main there after it had already faded. That would have been a terrible plan by the Swedes. There's some points in TF2 where you just have to say, nope, we made a mess of that. We're just going to leave it and not make it any worse for ourselves. And that was one of them.
Yeah, it looks like Excellent setting up stickies there. I'm surprised about that though, because they're almost going to have Uber soon. Zebasai quite far forward there. I think he picked up 2 frags in the end, and Rib going to do a nice job taking down Flippy. This is going to stop the Frenchies pushing out so easily. They've got their scout, one scout only just spawning now, the other scout is dead. They've got their Uber advantage, but it looks like they're content to just not do anything with it at the moment. And Knutson is going to be able to build up his charge. Did I just hear a spy? I did.
Yes, Zebasai running spy. He's in through lower at the moment, sneaking behind them. But at the same time, Boole is going to push out the same door that he just came through. So Zebasai's now going to go for a back cap.
There's no way.
Watch the Ubers.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, where's the Uber going on? I'm coming back to the combo now. It's just a massive GM fight at the moment. Both medics have gone down. It looks like it's in the Frenchies' favour.
Zebasai's 1v1ing Zebasai was 1v1ing a soldier. That was ridiculous. And with the revolver, he got him down to 30 health. One more revolver would have saved his team the round. He couldn't quite hit it. Onkaya came in to try and help him, but Dagan managed to finish them both off with some nice rockets.
Yeah, it looked like Dagan was in such a good position there that Zebo had no option but to sort of go for a firearm shootout rather than getting the backstab that he would have so desired. But both medics going down in such quick succession means that it's going to be even once more. Has either medic gone for crits? I don't think they have on the basis of how fast these Ubers are building, but now would have been an optimal time to go. Eat my words, Boole is on crits creek. Here we go, the first crits of the map, is that?
I think it is, yes. Boole used it last game, but not this time. What did you say? Did you say... Oh, hello, do we have a pause?
Must be a pause.
You say that with such a delay, I thought I'd timed out. Right, so let's have a look at the team positions here. We don't have a reason for the pause as yet, but Boole, 82% crits Krieg.
They fell crits, I'm calling it.
Knutson's on 71% Uber, so Boole's going to have his crits much, quite a long time before Knutson's able to get his Uber up. So they've got a fair cushion to work with here. It looks like they're transitioning over to Big Door. The entirety of Sweden holding by their choke. So that's quite a nice position for them to be able to get into. But first they need to clear away Walters, Zebasai and Larsa, who are waiting, prepared to attack anybody who comes through that big door choke point. Are you calling it a fail, Crits?
I'm calling the Crits is going to get popped and they're going to do nothing with it. I think that they're going to be too alert to realise that despite the fact that there's been nothing this game, that would have been a perfect opportunity for a medic to have gone Crits, and the Swedes will read the situation and they'll try and Crits from big door, as it looks like they're running to now, but the Swedes will be too close and have their Uber, and the Frenchies won't use their Crits in time for their advantage to pay off. What do you think?
Well, obviously I'm hoping for an incredible crit. Do you know what I'm hoping for? Exxon to miss all of his crit stickies and then fly in and double pipe the med. That's what I'm calling. I think that's the most reasonable thing that's going to happen with this crits. It's not going to work, but the French are going to go aggressive and take it anyway.
Well, we'll see what happens.
What do you think of this game at the moment then, while we've got a little pause?
This game at the moment, I think 3-1 is an unfair scoreline. There was that back cap, but I think the Swedes, well, deserve to be in a position where one more cap would see them right back in the game. But I mean, if they get the motivation from it, then Gully was the map where you can come back instantly. As we see the unpause happen, there's currently building. I can't see how close they are to Uber though, because my HUD's broken.
It's alright, mine
like
isn't. They've got it at the moment.
They're
and
coming
Exxon's
through.
Ready.
Where's the crit?
Oh, but Nutson's on 99% and he has got his Uber charge.
The crits is popped, but he is a failed Uber. Failed crits.
It was a failed crit, you were correct, because Knutson managed to get his Uber charge in time. They were
Everyone's left
delayed
Knutson.
slightly.
Dagon's still in. Dagon's still on to Knutson. Knutson's completely alone. He's surely going to go down there. It's T-Mac on Knutson. Dagon is now on Knutson. Dagon does take him down. Nice play there. It descended into a DM fight from such a good position for the Swedes. They've got a couple of players left alive and they're going to be pushing forward, but they managed to lose their medic in that, which was less than ideal.
Yes, it was, but they've secured. Sweden have secured their second point, and Flippy now running the heavy to try and defend last. But the French pushing out into lower lobby to try and hold a little bit further forwards. Walter's now running the spy though.
Yeah, they've got too many players caught forward there, and I think Nico is just going to WM1, take down Kaya and Rib. Really nice play there from Nico. That's such a good trade for him.
I'm going to watch the spy. The spy is doing a rerun of what Zebasai did before. He's revolvering Dagon on last, and Dagon's trying to get the rockets out. He's on 40 HP, and Dagon manages to do it again. What is with these Swedish spies?
Walter's clearly calling out Zebasai and saying he could have done better, but clearly not. As we're going to see the Swedes just reverse a bit, but the Frenchies really don't want to leave that cap alone. This was when the pause came in. Not sure what it was because of.
Tactical pause. The Swedes have got to, the Swedes have got to have a bit of a strat talk, so they did an IPS. Oh, but it looks like the Ubers have gone off.
But they've not spotted Waters. Waters is right behind the medic. When Paul's Uber come off, he's going to get a meat shot straight away, surely. And I can't believe they didn't spot him there. He was hiding behind a wall for so long, and they've lost their combo with the UVD in with their demo man and medic. And but the Swedes have got too greedy at the moment. They lost the two players that they pushed in with straight away, and now it's just going to be a scout versus scout fight. One's got heals though. Predict the outcome of this, but Knudsen actually went down to Nico's pistol. It was my bad, I didn't see that, and this is going to be the key for the Frenchies to retake middle.
Yeah, definitely. It was the last little clip just as he disappeared around the corner.
The Zebo snipe. Where is he? He's going for the big door peek at the moment. He's looking onto middle. He can't see anything there. He can just about see a scout who stood still there, choked there. Unlucky for Nico. It wasn't really to expect that to happen. Frenchie's getting forward now. This big door. Exxon doing a marvelous job of denying. One pipe there, take down the last. Really nice work. Zebo's still firing off body shots. He's not going to get anything done. The flag from Dagon going to take down 3 frags. Massive from Dagon there. Everyone from Sweden was looking at big door. No one spotted him coming, and that's going to be just a massive advantage in favour of the Frenchies. They're surely going to be able to push on to last with this. And he gets a 4th, a 5th, maybe 4, 5.
Oh, Bull manages to take down Walters, and he's going to escape. He's on pretty low health at the moment, but he's going to get out, and now he's got a 50% advantage. But there's a scout of Flippy really deep inside the enemy lobby, and none of these French players have heals at the moment. Bull's still disconnected from everybody, and this Uber advantage is slipping away.
Nico taking down Zebasai as well on the flank. That's going to stop the Swedes push out massively. I'm not sure where that scout is. Is he on Riverside? Whereabouts is he? Either way, it's going to prompt the Swedes to get hastily back to their last point. Both teams with a pyro at the moment. Dagon, is he just switching, or no? He's actually pushing
Dagon's
to last.
genuinely pyro. He's pushing pyro to last. We're going to see probably a pyro submarine play. He's split away from the Ubercharge. He's coming down Riverside at the moment. He's seen Larsa, and now they know that there's a pyro
he's going
on
on
the
to
field.
point. This could actually work really well, but if only there wasn't a soldier there to completely deny him on point. He's WM running into the soldier. His rocketed down though, doesn't get the reflect out in time. This is going to be a Swedish hold. Probably a bit confused there, the Swedes, to see a pyro running through water at them.
Yeah, but at the same time, the French Uber was really terrible. It didn't even manage to pop Knudsen. So Dagon didn't have an opportunity to do anything because there was no distraction from the French Uber. They knew that they'd dealt with it, the Swedes.
Swedes going to be pushing up this, pushing big door, it looks like, with it capping that second, and the French are so close they could Uber here and probably get a lot done. They flashed their soldier, but the French is retreating too well. The Bull gets stuck in the door, he just about managed to get out there, and they haven't even got a frag yet, that's because there's a back cap that's actually ×4, ×2 now. They left one scout so that they could run that other scout to last, and there's no one there to contest them. Actually, the soldier just about spawned. That was fortunate there. Kai getting back, takes down Nico. They take down T-Mac as well. There's one scout still running around. I'm not sure if they know where he is. That's going to be Flippy. He reunited with his medic.
Yes, the French have got out at the moment, but Exxon's kind of a little bit stranded. Zebasai's seen him and he wants to go for the pick, and now he's backed off because the French have got reinforcements. The Swedish are trying to come in here through the big door, but now Zebasai's the one who's isolated, and he does go down to the scouts of the French team. Onkai is going to go down as well here if someone puts some damage onto him. He does hit a roller, and now the Uber falls from the French, but they're going to get a few picks with this, and then it's a 6v3 situation with Knudsen still not got his Uber charge ready.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to want to push on to last here. They know they've got a couple of players down, but they really don't know how close Knudsen is. They sent that soldier in, and they sent a second soldier in as well to get right onto him. He must be so close, 95%. He's going to go down though. This players desert him. They all hide for their push-in and aren't there to support him, and it's just going to be a straight DM fight. It's 2 versus 3 at the moment, but in quick succession for the Frenchies. 0 versus 3, and we know what happens on last, and that's the situation.
Yeah,
it'll be a cap.
That's 4-1 to France. France coming out better in this game on Gullywash, and if they do take Gullywash, that's them into the semi-finals against Lithuania in the ETF2L Nations Cup.
Yep.
Sweden still have enough time to come back into it though.
They do, but we're going to see what happens. Flippy once again, not on sniper, opted for scout again, but he's ran right behind the combo actually. Flippy, he's taken 1 kill on Onkaya, and he gets the 2nd kill onto Larsa as well. They've completely destroyed here. Knudsen got a frag somewhere in that, but it's impressive but not useful as his whole team is dead. And they did take down Bull, which is going to stop the push onto last, but they really need to start winning these fights if they want to bring back that 4-1 scoreline.
Yeah, they definitely do. Dagon at the moment hiding on Riverside, but Riverside's already spotted him, gets a meat shot out, and Dagon falls down. He's almost created down, very low health, but he does manage to get out on the big door. Riverside not chasing that frag.
Yeah, the Swedes look like they definitely want to contest second now, if not push back to middle. I mean, they've got an Uber disadvantage, but it's not significant enough to play a role yet. We've still got about 20.
It will be significant because Duel is running crit screen.
Oh, he is running crit screen. Okay, that's going to build quicker than.
But the Swedes are just pushing in.
Might be
predicted. Pushing really aggressively through the big door.
And it looks like the Frenchies want to go for a back cap if they've got a soldier, a scout, and their medic all the way back on second. Now they've got the high ground, but they've used the crits as the Swedes come through that, trying to take them down. Nice pipe by Rib though, denies Dagon getting a final rocket onto him. Flippy's going to come and take down Knudsen, who is just surviving that, and it's just Rib left alive here. He's got they're chasing for Rib, but there's a scout there. Walters is going to give his life so that Rib can escape briefly, but he's going to get chased down by a Flippy, and Flippy is going to cap that at last point.
Yeah, the soldiers of Sweden not able to respawn in time, and the French have taken that round with a nice little wraparound play and
wraparound
crits. The wraparound crits very effective. I thought that Sweden would be able to counter the crits creep just by playing aggressively through the big door, but they had nobody covering choke. They've still got time though, I believe, in Sweden. Rib coming on the right hand side here, getting a lot of damage onto Exxon. And Walter's playing aggressively.
Flippy's already gone through the Swedish choke and he's flanking big door already so quickly. I'm not watching the fight going on in the middle, but Flippy's on the medic now. He's on crits, and that's the big. He's down already, and Flippy's still fighting a big door. Gets another fragger too, and Exxon's going to follow through and take down a frag. It's just Larsa left an hour tonight, stuck in the Frenchies drop down at the moment, or is that his own drop down? Either way, Exxon's onto him. He's taking him down. and that's going to be another middle for the Frenchies. And this time they keep their medic alive, so this could be catastrophic for the Swedes. This could be 6-1 if they convert this.
Definitely. After a really closely contested beginning to the map, we see the French getting more and more momentum. Oh, Zebasai hiding in big door, sees Flippy run past him, hits a first mini shot, but now things getting very hotly contested. Nico comes in to finish it off, and Zebasai throwing away his life with an uber disadvantage. That's not what you want to see. T-Mac respawning as sniper. That's not really what you want to see either, but they have got to pick... no, sorry, Sweden have got to pick onto Exxon as well, so Sweden buy themselves a lot of time here.
Yeah, we're going to see the Uber charge come in surely quickly though for the Frenchies, otherwise Knudsen is going to get his. When Bull has his Uber charge, but he's only got one soldier with him at the moment. That's really not what he wants to do. The rocket! Oh, what happened there? The rocket reflected. Bull used Uber and he got the kill? What?
I think it was...
reflect from Zebasai either way. That was incredible pyro play.
He got the assist. That was crazy by Zebasai. That was really nicely played. I think he used crits there as he was pushing into last. Both medics running crits, was it?
Yeah, and he got the reflected crit
rocket. That was
incredible from Zevo. I thought it was Zuba, but yeah, that
but there's another drop. There's a drop from Knudsen. He was running crits, of course, but Nico comes in from behind him and destroys him. And then Kratos. Poor Nico.
I'm still buzzing from that Zevo play. But either way, we're going to see a DM fight, which Flippy is going to win fairly convincingly. Walter's so weak there. And the fight is still going on at second point. Bull there just about saving his demo man, getting the arrow just before Lars got the final rocket onto Exxon, and the French is going to be able to push back onto middle now, cleaning up the Swedes behind. Ubers are still just about equal, but is either medic still on crits? Bull definitely isn't. What is Knudsen playing? He's building quicker, maybe, or maybe.
Yes, he is running crits. Creed. Knudsen's on the crits, so they're going to have a bit of an advantage as they're pushing here. But Exxon going forwards, doing tons of damage, takes down Onkaya, but does trade. Zebasai picking up that frag. T-Mac and Zebasai then trading, and that's going to mean that there's 3 down for France. And Walters just runs in there, kills an isolated Bull as the rest of his team bail. Flippy now on the sniper rifle from big door. Rim's going to jump over to pressure him. Knudsen's got that Kritzkrieg.
If they do have the Kritzkrieg in there, is still definitely kind of like a last one. But Flippy with the headshot! Oh my gosh, I can't believe they let him do that.
Rib was there, ready to pressure him, and they just took their eyes off him for a second, and he peeks round and domes Knudsen. Gets rid of that full Kritzkrieg. And there's another drop. Oh,
incredible DM from Exxon there, who's stuck behind the rock, jumps back to try and get away, doesn't, but does insane damage.
Oh my god. I don't know if you were watching T-Mac there as well, but that was ridiculous DM. He just hit like 4 directs in a row with all 4 of his rockets.
Well, yeah, the Frenchies there, just within the insane DM. I mean, they did well enough to get the frag at first, but yeah, you can see why they're doing so well, really, when Sweden are boasting such, well, maybe more well-known names.
Yeah, some great plays coming out here from both teams as we get into the closing sections, and both teams playing really aggressively, trying to deny the other one the momentum. Swedes just pushing in without any Uber here through the choke point. T-Mac bombs onto Knudsen, does manage to take him down, but Raven has gone huge with 2 picks onto Bull and Dagan, taking down everybody in France. And now it's only Exxon left alive. On Kaya with the shoddy Bombardi comes in, juggles him up and takes him down.
They need to get onto the last. There's 4 seconds left until the next point. Surely this is going to be the round back. They need to get 3 in 2 minutes 43. That is definitely possible, but it's going to be so difficult.
Is that mathematically possible?
That is mathematically possible.
Goodness me, the Swedes are going to have to get a move on if they want to do that. Flippy has run sniper in an attempt to kind of stall them out and play for a bit of time. But I think that's just going to play into the hands of the Swedes, who are going to be playing hyper aggressively at this mid-fight.
But Flippy does, yeah, I'm going to watch Flippy on that sniper rifle. He is going to make such a difference, I think. He's still starting that big draw at the moment, not made a massive impact yet, but he gets a headshot on Knudsen through several players. He's going to get, what's going to happen here?
They got the kill on Onkaya as well.
Got the kill on Onkaya as well. Incredible play there by Flippy. That was an "Are you shitting me?" coming out from Knudsen. That was an incredible headshot. There were players either side of his field of view, and he just picks Knudsen's head out from between them. That is going to kill the Swedish momentum, and that is going to be the game for France.
It is, yes, and that's going to secure their place in the semi-finals, playing against Lithuania, and the winner then progressing to the finals, where I think is it England and Germany.
England and Germany in the other semi. Yeah.
So that's going to be some great games to tip to. Oh my God!
Still in the game. Zevisai picked up from Main and hits an incredible headshot onto Bull. No one was watching it in time. Swedes can't do much. They're playing for honor just right now, but they've got a scout onto Knutson behind. No one's protecting Knutson in the lobby, but he's juking so well. If only he'd been able to do more of that in the game. Takes Juke Slippy for so long. There's a back half, and this is going to be a cap out. 6-2. There's still time for another round, but the GGs are being called. One more, says Kaya. Still time for one more.
Both teams running that sniper to mid as well, Zebasai and Flippy. Oh, I don't know which one to watch, Ali. Who's going to come out with the bigger play? Flippy at the moment has had more success on that sniper, but he has played a lot more of it as well. Flippy starting it off with a headshot. The first blood goes to him. Some bombs in as well, and the frags are all going the way of France. Absolutely nobody dropping there apart from Bull, who Onkaya picked up a great mid there with Exxon bombing in, Flippy getting the first blood with a beautiful headshot onto the Swedish scout. And that about ties it up.
Yeah, it looks like we might be looking at 7-2 here, as they've already got a demo man on last. I'm not sure they know he's there at the moment.
They don't know he's there.
Headshot rings.
He's gonna
demo man as well. They can't see all of his fingers on the point.
Yeah,
how can they not see that? Exxon just about walked to the point here, but there's nothing they can do. That's going to be 7-2 to the Frenchies. Worst representation. It kind of ended at 4-2 when they lost the middle and the Swedes stopped. Well, they realised they couldn't win. But either way, we're going to see France advance to the semi-final of this 5th Nations Cup. And they're going to play Lithuania for the right to play either Germany or England in the final.
Yeah, and that'll be incredibly interesting. Lithuania not pegged for a team that was going to make the final, but it's very much a possibility having seen them played. France, though, are going to be great competitors, and that's going to be a really good game, as well as the England v Germany, which I'm sure will all be brought to you on TFTV, where you have been for the past, goodness knows how long now for the moment. If anybody's stuck with us throughout the entire 3 games, which I'm sure you all have, thank you very much. We're not going to go into any logs because there aren't any, but yeah, thank you very much for sticking with us. I've been Sideshow. With me has been Ali, with David on the camera. Any last words, Ali?
I told you so. Joking, I predicted the Swedes to take this, but I'll be supporting the Frenchies against Lithuania. They've won me over. They've won my heart.
Who in particular? Has it been Flippy's sniper rifle?
Flippy is indomitable, but Dagan actually has surprised me really well with his roaming prowess. Has made so many plays and matched the Swedes really. I mean, showing Knutson how to do it maybe with his picks onto him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give a quick shout out, shameless plug. I'm going to be streaming my I-52 footage over the next week. Catch that on my Twitch channel. I think Shintas was streaming something there.
When I took his camera.
You hammering in 10 packs. Right, so that about closes us up here. Thank you very much for sticking with us, and good night.
Good night.